Hi everyone, hope you're fine. Today we're looking at the Zoom H8. So Zoom, it's particularly a brand I love because they make a lot of device, very cool device. My favorite is the H series. So I had the H4n. I have for now the H6. I will probably have the H8 on this video, and I will probably buy it because they are device I pretty like them. We saw together the Zoom L8, which is a mixer, a console, a mixer directly on SD card, or you can directly plug on your computer to make a podcast or live stream, etc. You can plug everybody with mic, with instruments, with maybe a mixer, something like that, and everything is mixed in it. You can modify, etc. But the L8 is a mixer, and you have this shape, this big shape. For the H series, it's little device with a lot of functions, less than an L8, for example, or L12, but you have a lot of function. You can directly record your band on the field, record your band on the studio. You can make a podcast. You can link to your computer. You can plug to your computer and use it has a sound card. We will see, you can plug a little device, Bluetooth device, to have some meters directly on your phone and have the control of the rec button, play button, etc. You can make live streams on OBS if you want. You adjust to put some cameras with it. There is a lot of things to do. First, we will see the connections, and after the little screen with all the app, you will see it's phenomenal. And at the end, a little demo, not a serious demo, but you will see it's pretty fun to use it. What is in the box? You will have your H8, the little XY mic if you need for field recording or something like that. It's not in the box, but you can have the little BTA1 Bluetooth adapter separately. You have to buy it separately, but you will see in the video, it's pretty cool to use it. After the connections, so you have your connector here for the mic. You can have a lot of connectors, a lot of mic. You can have a Canon mic. You can have different XLR, etc. You can see directly on the bottom of the video every accessory. You have your 6 input here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, N and B, or high Z input. For your mixer, for example, you have the screen, of course. You have on the front the headphone output and line output. For both, you can set the level. You have a little micro USB for your computer, or to charge or to use it with a power adapter on off. And you have the little connection for the Bluetooth part. And you have, of course, your SD card input here. So the H8, you see, you saw on the connections, you can plug up to 6 persons, 6 mic, or 1 guitar, 2 guitar, 1 saxophone if you want. And you have those XLR, jack XLR combo AB. You can plug your mixer because it's a IZ input. So it's pretty cool. So you can easily, in multi-pist recording, multi-track recording, you can record, for example, one friend with a saxophone, with a mic, of course, one guy with djembe or percussion. You can plug your mixer. You can plug somebody with making some MCs or something like that. So a lot of things, and you will have a multi-track directly on your SD card. We will see how much sound you can record directly on an SD card. For example, I have my only 8 gigabit card in Pisco. All my cards are used by my recorder, my camera, etc. So first, we will see the settings. We'll see the free app after. Interface, audio interface. It's pretty easy to understand. You can plug it and make your audio interface in your favorite software. It could be Ableton, it could be for recording or something, mixing. It could be Logic, it could be maybe OBS if you want to make a live stream. So you see what I mean. Line level, you can have a tonal test like that, and you can easily put up to 0 dB output. After you have all the SD card settings, so you can format, you can test if your SD card is fast or not. After you can have SD card reader. I don't know in English. It's you see the you see the symbol. It's in French it's accord. I don't know in English. You see when you have to accord your guitar, ding. Well, you see what I mean. Guitar Lab is pretty cool because when you will use the for example the I don't know the word. The podcast app, you will have little plugin, FX plugin, so you can, or in your mixing part, for example, out or music, you can apply FX directly on your guitar, for example, so you can make them in the past for future use, like presets, so you can have on and off, you can load FX and set your FX like you want. System is like screen saving, firmware update, etc. Battery saving. So, it's important because in battery you can choose alkaline, NEMH or lithium. So it's pretty important to see that. Language, it's for language, and Bluetooth is that I say to you. So you can download the H8 controller. You open the Bluetooth app and you can set directly on your phone. It's pretty cool because you can't see the meters in all app directly on the H8. So you can move something on the screen, set something, and you can see directly on the unit. I will check my little mic to show you how it goes. For example, in the podcast, you will see you have only master output directly on the screen. But if you want to adjust your inputs, you can't do it with the meters. So when you have your smartphone like that, you can have, you see, if I talk into it, you can see the meters. So master meters and mic. I have only those two here, this one and this one, because I don't switch the other ones. So it's pretty cool for the podcast app to have the meters outside. Let's see each application. So first, how much wave you can record directly on it. You see here you have little SD card. You push on it and you can set the quality of your recording. So you can set to MP3 if you want. You can set every wave. So basically, if you put, for example, the best one, 96 kilohertz and 24 bits, like that, you will see here you have 1 hour and 31 minutes for your recording with those settings here. So just one mic and two here, stereo input. But if you put another input here, you will see it's not 1 hour 31, it will be 1 hour 16. And so if you have the 6th here, you will have in 8 gigabit 57 minutes. So up to maybe 50 minutes in 8 gigabit. So you can multiply by 2 and 4, etc. If you have 16 or 32, 64, 128 gigabyte. I will put 44 16 bit. And in this app, the external app, every app has little settings difference if you're on the studio or on outside, etc. So in each mic, in each XLR input, or those XY mic inside this mic here, you can have some little settings. For example, for my channel 1, I can put on and off, but I can put here on and off. I can put I can have the level with a number. You see, if I put like that, so it's pretty cool. When you have stereo, you will see, for example, stereo here. It's pretty good because you can have strictly the same. If you're like that, I can have 1.5 and 1.9. So it's pretty cool to have the best stereo input you can have. So let's go to channel 1. You can have phantom power. You can have a low cut. You see, no, not this one, this one. It's in 120 Hertz, but you can apply 80 Hertz, for example. You can have a compressor limiter gate. You can have faders and panoramic. And I think it's all. And you have stereo. You can join 2 XLR if you want. You see, if I push like that, and you will see on the screen here, I can engage 1 on the left, and you have only A and AB, or only B. But if you want to have a stereo input with a DJ mixer or something like that, you can push twice. You can push the 2 both. It's pretty cool. It's like the H6 or the H4. You can you could do the same with other device. So I think it's done. Yes, it's just the name of the project, little settings for the name, etc. So let's go to music. I think music, it's an app more for studio thing, because you see here you can't have FX. You see no FX on each channel, but in music, like in podcast, you can apply an FX. You see, you have all your channel here, so you can move the faders like that, etc. So it's pretty cool. And in each, you have settings here to set the name of the project, etc. Well, it's normal. And when you push on it, you can have some EQs, some panoramic, and you can have send directly on the VFX, directly go through VFX. You can also have the same thing like a compressor, etc. And on this little menu for the FX, you see, I will take my headphone to see if I have a normal sound, for example. So I will speak on this little mic here, and you have no FX. If I put on, you see, you will have your FX. So it's pretty great to have some FX on your voice or guitar, saxo, if you want to, whatever. So it's the second part, the second app called music. And the third part, let's keep my headphone. The third part is podcast. So podcast allow you to make a little podcast. It's pretty cool. You can have multi-track recording too. So you just to push a record and it's free to go. On each channel, so you can record your project, name your project, etc. You can assign sound pad. So each pad you can have, you see here, each pad you can have a different sample. So I have this one here.
More music in the mix.
You can have the level here. I can have this one.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is your number one radio station.
You can see on the bottom of the video, you can see which is making those little jingle. It's pretty cool. And you can apply a level for your sample, and directly on each channel, you see you can apply the same thing: a compressor, limiter, fading, panoramic, and FX. So you can have on your little podcast sound, you can have a little sound directly on your mic. It's pretty cool. So let's see what it sounds with the little music, for example. I will check this track, for example, at this moment. So let's go. You see, if I want this track, there is no there is no meters on the screen. You see, but I have it directly on my smartphone. So it's pretty cool to have. You can have an iPad, something like that, and you can see what is going on. Okay, so let's go. Little example, for example. Let's see with this track. So.
Playing only the best music in the world. This is your number one radio station. 1990. Systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
And you see, with this music, I can talk like that. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a DJ, so I can play my music and I have a vinyl break at the end. And last awesome function with the H8 is that it's a class compliant unit, so you can directly plug to your smartphone or your iPad, for example, with USB cable here, the little adapter, white adapter here. You can charge your H8 and the smartphone at the same time. You can listen to my mic here, you can listen to my other mic, I'm speaking here, and look, little ASMR part of the video. Yeah, a little chocolate mouse. You see, it's very beautiful quality and directly into your smartphone. You can also mix or record the sound, the master sound. You can choose it directly on the unit, or you can record multi-track directly on your smartphone. So it's very, very, very pretty cool class compliant unit too. So it was the Zoom H8, pretty compact and multi-services, multi-functions, little ND recorder. You can record on the field, on the studio, for a podcast, at home, with a sound card, with no sound card, with OBS, with live stream. It's pretty amazing. Multiple track directly on SD card. So you can have meters mirror directly on your phone if you need that. It's pretty cool. So if you have any questions about this product, feel free to ask under the video. See you. Thank you for watching this content, this video. See you next content, and for the moment, take care, everybody. Bye bye.